bed, typically the bed is gonna have a sheet, correct? And in the middle, it'll have a draw sheet of some form. All right, so if I'm looking at more of a dependent transfer, right, and I've done my intro to my patient and I'm getting ready to see him and get him into the wheelchair. All right, Ethan, so we are gonna get you down to the gym, right? So now I'm not doing all the facilitation stuff, I'm just trying to get him up and into the gym quickly, and I'm not worried too much about him helping me. Let's say even if it's a C8, let's say I just wanna get him up, right? We'll cross his legs. Bring your arms this way. Good. I'm gonna turn you this way. Come off the side, hold there for a moment, right? So I don't know, I'm thinking in another class you might have been taught this whole technique of scoop and do it all at once. Yeah. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Right, so look at my leg.
Oh, it is, like, I started
right?
noticing.
Bring it back up, bring your leg back. Look at how I'm using this leg so he doesn't fall off. Right, so I'm holding him there. And then if you just take his legs off the side and keep him in extension, he's gonna start to slide. Whereas if I start to flex him, he comes off the side this way. Now, what Ethan can tell you is I have a lot of pressure here so he doesn't slide off the bed, right? So this is why they've taught you the technique of all at once. But this part here keeps him on the bed, right? Obviously, the heavier he is, the harder this is. The lighter he is, the easier this is. Then I'm gonna come under his shoulder blade and onto his hip and almost give him a hug and bring him up. And then he's sitting. Once he is sitting, your best friend are your knees. You never lose contact here. This is what's gonna tell you he's falling off the bed. Because he's not gonna fall this way. If he falls this way, it's because you're just not paying attention at all and you walked away. He's gonna slide off the bed. That's what's gonna happen. Because the bed will be too high, right? His feet are in the air, and you brought him to the edge to get him off the side, right? So you'll never see me ever. I'm 6'2". You will never see me take a bed up. There's no point. I want my patient, when they're sitting, to be able to have their feet on the ground. Right? Now, once I'm here, I'm gonna hold my patient like this. Again, we're talking about a dependent transfer. This would work for someone who's C4, right? I'm gonna bring the chair. Note that the brakes are still on. The wheelchair still moves, by the way, guys. I'm gonna cradle here, and then to get him to come over here, I'm gonna bend him over like this, and now he can't fall. Right, so he's here, and then there's a couple of techniques here. I can come under his pants like this, and then we're gonna squat. As I squat, I take his weight. So he squats, he's dead weight.
Wow.
And we come over.
That's impressive.
Right? Now, come back. This is where the draw sheet comes in. I'm 6'2", right? Like, Mike's not gonna have this issue. But my shorter therapists with my taller patients, when you go to do this, I can't get here, but I can get there. So now the other thing, right, that I'm not able to kind of talk through is what Ethan can tell you is I'm squeezing here. See how he's moving? I'm moving his butt with my knees, right? I let go, I squeeze. I let go, I squeeze. That's going on a TikTok later.
Thanks, Doc.
Now there's my squat. There's my squat, and then it's a baseball pivot with my thighs, right?
Oh, Jeremy loved that one.
And he's in. So now I bring him to the gym, and he's sitting on a draw sheet.
Oh, it's helpful.
So when I go to get him in, we're using the same technique if we're doing a dependent transfer. So even though we're getting to the point of him learning how to do the whole pivot and pushing and the whole deal, If he comes to the gym for the first time, like sitting in this chair, it's gonna be way too hard to teach there, so I wanna get him onto a stable mat. We're okay over there? I wanna get him onto a stable mat. Right, so your setup of a treatment is gonna involve those steps, yes?
When you lean him forward, what's stopping him from going even more
Great-
forwards?
great
your
question.
chest
His
and
body.
your trunk?
Yeah, so my hip.
Yeah.
So I'm here. A lot of people don't like this technique. Nurses freak out with this. Right, so you're explaining, but try to fall forward.
You're gonna feel him if he starts going.
No, I just
He
can't.
nowhere to
You just
go.
can't?
Yeah, I can't go for it.
So there's my head hips relationship. He's here. And then I'm gonna squat and come under his ischial seat here. Right, so once he's here, he's very light here. Right, so this also prevents this technique. That's
Yeah.
a lot of weight that I'm moving for no reason.
A lot of back.
Now, if I can't flex my trunk, I gotta do it that way. But if he can flex his trunk, I'm here. Here's my squat. Watch, look at my squat. That's my squat. Look at his butt, right? Squat. Now he's light. And you can do this with, I mean, you can do this with just about anyone, just depending on the technique. The heavier the patient, the more the draw sheet. Right? If you're acting with this, don't be obnoxious and lose your balance in an inappropriate way, because that makes it hard to learn the skill. Yes?
So, like, obviously, like a patient, you said something about like the flexing, they have to be able to flex. So like if there's like no bending precautions, shit like that, that's like an obvious one that you
Right,
wouldn't do.
so if he had a TLSO on,
Yeah.
come over with, let's get the sheet on.
Yeah, like.
If he had a TLSO on and he's there, right? Oh, do we know what TLSO?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, stand up. Right, if we had a TLSO, I'm like this, he's still able to bend forward, but I'm gonna come under, and it's just more work for me,
Yeah.
right? But as I come forward, this is like rehab 101, right? So there's just little things that, go back onto the bed, there's little things that I know you've learned and it's appropriate to textbook, go ahead and lay down. Like, I don't know how they even showed it, but it's something, I'm gonna roll you to your side. This thing here,
Yes.
I can't.
I could have
I had to
sworn
learn
you.
this somewhere.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you showed us how to do that one,
That's
didn't
an
you?
immense amount of work.
But didn't you show us something like that one time?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I can't tell you why. I think it's probably because with the dance.
Yeah, but
So you guys are gonna forget a piece of what I taught, so turn over, kick your legs off the side, keep kicking. You see, that's why. So if I step away and I'm not here,
They're gonna come off.
if I do this, I never step away. Right? So the other thing with these techniques is go this way, roll to your side. This is harder for them to push up. You're gonna have to do more work here, but this keeps it safer for those on that side. I've left this much side of the mat. The closer I come here, the less I have to pick up. It's just how comfortable you guys are. But you'll see in the clinics, the majority of therapists will do something like this, right? This is also, do I have the range to do it? You might not have it. Or I might have a brace on of some form. The other tricky part is finding a way to come under his body, right? So we did this in neuro too, right? Like trying to get this arm under. So lift here, and then it's a hug, right? I'm here, and we're up. And this is how close I am to him so that I'm able to get close to that mass so it's not too far long of a lever arm.
Is it another technique, especially in anywhere with bedside manners, that you can push into the table, scoop under them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have the ability to get under the mat, right? So, this becomes a lot more comfortable also after the first couple of times with your patient, because they've gotten to know you and your techniques, right? Realize this will also be very different than with the nurses. The nurses have a tendency of not using techniques that are intuitive for the patient. Okay? Take a moment, practice the skills, and then I would say by 3 o'clock we're gonna get into case number 1, right? But realize that your case is starting with the